Oh, there we go. Hello. Hi. Welcome, everybody, to the Tangent Gamer Podcast, Season 2, Episode 10. We got a lot of news this week. First off, I don't know if everybody heard. The Xbox Series X is now officially a fridge. We also got a lot of news. Steve showing off his meat. Fortnite reduces the file size, and much, much more here on the Tangent Gamer Podcast. Welcome, everybody, to the Tangent Gamer Podcast, and welcome, panel. As you can see, our old friend Pug is back. Fabian will be here mid-show, so Fabian, hurry up and get your stuff done so you can go ahead and join us. But we do have Stephen Reed here. Stephen, man, how are you doing today?
Doing all right, man. I'm really glad to be back talking about games. There's a lot of stuff going on this week that I'm like super excited about. Of course, with Fabian getting his new machine and getting that all set up, we've been able to play some community games too. So it's been real fun. So yeah, I'm ready.
Nice, nice. And the man with the plan, the man that gets his stuff done, Winton Booker. Sir, you are looking sharper than ever. How are you doing, man? Yes. Nice, nice. And TJ, the sexy man himself, the man I wish I can grow up to be. How are you doing today, sir? Man, you know what? Wow. Wow.
Look at him passing the ball.
See, that's the man I want to be when I grow up. Gosh, I'm doing all right. Thank you for asking. But yeah, I mean,
Wonderful.
I guess we can just go ahead and jump into this because we have a lot of stuff to talk about today. The first thing here is the PS4 users are hating the new party chat, but Sony said, we're going to look into it, guys. So apparently, what's going on right now is that it looks like, first off, the PS4 players were getting upset that they might be recorded when they talk to PS5 people, which still I don't understand why you would be upset. That is a natural thing in our world. Yes, it's not a good natural thing, but it is a natural thing nonetheless. But also
Because
as well,
nobody ever announced that it was a natural thing.
it's when somebody
Fair.
says it out loud, that's when it's bad.
Then everybody, it's like we know, but we don't know. Now they know, and they're angry.
And now on the PlayStation blog, Sony said, so now you can start a party chat or send a message to a group you've previously chatted with across PS4 as well as PS5 when it launches. Well, this kind of set off some people because in practice, that means that the only way to start a party to talk out loud with people is to first invite everyone to a group message. You have to invite everyone to a group message. I mean, as we know, Discord, Xbox Party Chat, just any chat in general, Skype. I mean, everybody. You don't have to go and just invite everybody into a group. You can just invite one person. I mean, uh, our PlayStation
Maybe.
expert, or
Go ahead.
Winton,
Go ahead. No, go
yeah,
ahead.
our PlayStation expert Winton, please give us a breakdown on what we're experiencing here.
I mean,
A plethora of things.
Things that they find that is not suitable for them. It's just they're trying to look into this to make sure that it works for next gen. Because I'm pretty sure they're wanting the users who are still going to be sticking with PS4 once the PlayStation 5 comes out to be able to interact with uh friends who are going to be jumping into next gen to make sure that everything works at once. So it's just a wait and see approach.
All right, and TJ, man, tell us. Oh, where did I go? All right. Well, here we'll go ahead and continue on. TJ, man, tell us a little bit. What do you see in regards to, trying to make something simple but botching it, kind of like this was supposed to be a simple process.
I'm sure for them it was a simple process, but then it was a simple process that a lot of people saw and was like, I don't like this. Change it. Make it more difficult.
No. No, not at all. And I mean, it's very. I don't want to say that they botched it, but they kind of did. Like, I understand that obviously in good heart they want to make their system easier. They want to make their UI easier. But what? I mean, how can this happen? I just don't understand.
People not testing it. They're just like, yeah, this makes sense. Seems like a really good idea. And then they don't test it and they just push it out. And then they see it's like testing the water. It's like, I'm going to dip my foot in and see how it is. If it's too hot, well, I'll pull my foot out. But they don't really think about it. They don't look at it. I feel like that's kind of what just happened. So.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, it's just, you try to release it and you try to push out a patch, something that is supposed to be easy, it's supposed to be fixed. Obviously, you have to do some test runs. You have to know what the people want, and you want something simplified. Do you think that they're just trying to rush out all these features as quickly as possible? Do you think that they're being underprepared and just saying, you know what, just push it out, we'll fix it later, the people will be happy either way?
I feel like this is a common thing that happens, though. Like, for gaming, for big company, yeah, like in general, like this is something that commonly happens. Is like, we're just gonna throw it out and see what happens, and if we have to fix it, we'll fix it later. Unfortunately, I hate that model.
Yeah. I was like, look at all the updates we have to go through for our iPhones. iOS 14 was released on one day, and then the next day later we got iOS 0.0.2. So it's all like there's big companies that are going to be pushing things out to where something is either going to break or is not going to be fixed, and they're just going to update it with another firmware update later on. Yeah. It's just we're now in that era where things can just be fixed with multiple patches, basically. If it doesn't work,
like early access games, right?
Yeah,
like early access games. Like, hold on, let's release PUBG, and then let's fix it for 2 years and try to make it better, and just roll with the punches on it and see. Yeah. We'll just add the beta tag to it.
Yeah,
everything's
like that. Okay. It's like that mattress store that's been going out of business for like 3 years. I swear this time.
Going out of business.
This time it's good.
That Fabian almost bought a mattress from.
Oh God!
On launch day.
Oh my God!
Yeah. He was about to spend his Series X money on a $1,500 mattress. Love you, Fabian. I really do.
I will say this: I've been shopping for mattresses recently, and I'm probably going to spend a little bit more than that on a mattress. But I will tell you that there is nothing like a good night's sleep.
Yeah, I mean, especially
down.
Especially in
after a drunk night, okay?
Drunk night. As a gamer, we have to be in tip-top shape, guys. Always have to be in tip-top shape, which
Yeah, we
leads
need
us to
tip-top
our
shape.
next topic, guys. Hey, well, guess what? Everybody's not been asking for it. Who's been asking for it? But it looks like Garmin came out with the first esports smartwatch called the Garmin Instinct. Okay, so this smartwatch is a whopping $300. So what it can do is actually connect to your PC. It has game stream integration. So I don't know if you've seen some of these features while streaming, like if you're playing a scary game or something, you can check the heart rate. It lets you know when you need to take a break. It also has a gamer aesthetic, so it's very aggressive, and it also analyzes your gaming performance, and lets you know advanced sleep monitoring, wrist-based heart rates, body battery energy monitor. It's yeah. So who's been asking for this, guys? I mean, I haven't.
No
and I
one
asked for
told
I
us.
asked for a lot of dumb stuff,
Garmin.
and this
Esports watch. Let's do this.
but
Esports is rising, and you just got like a lot of companies that are just trying to jump on the bandwagon,
Yep.
basically.
Yep. Which is
Plus,
weird
you
that
got-
Garmin would do that out of all the
Yeah, out of all.
companies.
Yeah.
Like, we're not going to tell you where to go, but we're going to give you a watch that
Yeah.
just monitors you.
I mean,
So,
you know what?
I don't know.
God, if I wasn't planning on getting an Apple Watch, I probably would have gotten
Fuck off,
this.
Max. Don't you say that. Don't you say that.
I
That's
probably
how I
would
get
have.
that anyway.
That's-
This
that's
is my
what makes-
watch I wear when I play games.
That's what makes these companies keep making
I
crap
know.
like this because of you that's coming out and being
know,
like,
but-
oh, who asked for it? But you
Max,
know, gotta think
Max,
about
the
it.
pro devil's advocate over here. Like, yeah, let's get this
No.
and go.
Now that I think about it, if I wasn't getting a certain watch, I probably would have got this. No.
It always makes me think like
That's-
what Max would think if he was on the show Shark Tank and he was like people were just throwing him shit. Just
I'll,
like,
I'll put
yes,
all my
that
money
I
into this.
I don't know what that is, but it looks awesome.
All the other sharks are just
all
looking
all
at
the
me
all the contestants are just the whole panel's just staring at me the
What
whole
are you
time.
doing?
You just
He's
I
spent
like
all our
that
money.
so much. I'm gonna take your display model.
like, he's investing in almost everything that
It's
comes
a
to the door.
donut frisbee. What?
The frisbee has a hole in it, more aerodynamic. I love it.
Give it a potato. He's like, but it's a real Mr. Potato Man. Yes. Whatever that is. Let's do it.
I'll take it. I'll take two.
I love it.
God, please.
Yeah, so yeah, nobody's been asking for it. We'll see how it does, and I'm pretty sure they're gonna go ahead and get some people to test it out for them, and you know all that good stuff and whatnot. Next up here, I thought this was pretty cool. On the Xbox Game Pass Twitter account, they put up this random picture. If you just go up to their Twitter account, it's a picture of a trebuchet, which is some kind of catapult. Well, some people might not know what a trebuchet is.
No, I know.
Uh,
just like I heard a
long-range
show a
catapult.
long time ago that made fun of the word and it's just like. Anyways, sorry.
And
Long range catapult.
a bunch of little soldiers are attacking this fortress with a rainbow over it. Now, it's kind of hinting towards something, and this is the only they didn't put any words to it. It was just this picture. So if you look at this picture, there's actually 6 rainbows over this fortress, and the soldiers are sieging this fortress. So maybe it's possibly hinting, Game Pass getting Rainbow Six Siege.
You know they already announced it, right?
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Well, good news, everybody.
Why not?
October 20.
My question is,
Yeah.
yeah, my thing is like, why not though? Because like, it's already free to play on most weekends.
Yeah,
Like,
and it
nobody-
is a huge esports game as well.
oh yes.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's not. It's big. It's not huge.
Like
But
it's yes, we know it's not no CS:GO, but
I'm rating it. I'm rating it in the lifespan of esports, and Siege, with the original release, has come up so much, like from what it was to what it is now.
It really
And
has.
with each update and stuff like that, and we thought it was going to be really tough to get the kid out and just kind of show off the thing. But the game itself is now like, as long as they're doing it on PC now, which is way better, you get better angles and all that other stuff, just kind of like Call of Duty is more people that play it is the more fun. It's an amazing game. But yeah, having it on Xbox Game Pass, yes, good move. That brings more people in. But I don't know. We'll I mean, it was already kind of free, and it's a good esports. See how it goes. I'm happy to see.
Yeah. So, TJ, do you think that this will go ahead and invite you to go ahead and start playing Rainbow Six Siege now?
I already have it.
Nice, fantastic. So, is this gonna get you more into it now that more people are open to it?
Well, that's definitely one of those games that I play with like other people. I never jump on by myself and stuff. So it's like, if more of the people that we play with are playing it too, then yeah, sure, I'll jump on there, give it a few swings. I'll still be using like the most basic of basic operators since I haven't unlocked anybody, but.
And Winton, what about you, man? Well, I mean, do you play Rainbow Six Siege?
I tried it once. It's not my cup of tea. But for people that have Game Pass, I'm wondering, because I don't see any information anywhere. I wonder if the version of Rainbow Six Siege is the free-to-play version, or it's the actual like $60 game where it does come with, you know, most of the operators and things like that. Because if it's free to play, if it's just the free to play version, then that will be a weird thing to do, to put on Game Pass.
Mhm.
I'm thinking, for what it's worth, it's probably going to be like the paid version of that game that people will be able to play through their
Yeah.
Game Pass subscription.
Yeah, and I feel like they'll be able to get maybe some kind of base game of it, where obviously that you'll have to go ahead and get a season pass for later on to go to, you know, get the new characters, new skins, new weapons and stuff like that. But I think they're going to re-release for this new next gen a version where all the seasons have been released will come out in a new game. You get everything that was previously announced, but from here on out, season pass.
Yeah, everything else is paid
Yep.
for, or you gotta go from there. So that's
Mhm.
what I'm thinking. I'm thinking it's just the base game that's on Game Pass, and then
Mm-hmm.
if you don't have Game Pass, then you'll get the free-to-play version.
Definitely. Definitely. Yeah. So I thought that was pretty cool, and you know,
It's a
What-
really
what-
cool tease. I like the picture. I like the really picture
yeah,
a lot.
yeah. I was looking at it. I was like, man, I don't get it. I was like, I don't
Game-
understand it. But yeah, and then also this week, guys, Steve, man, Steve from Minecraft. Yeah. So, have you checked out his meat lately? Has anybody checked out his meat?
Would introduce it like that. You-
Oh, okay. Well, apparently, so Steve, whenever you won, the new Minecraft character, or the new character in Super Smash Brothers who comes from Minecraft, the default main character. Well, whenever he would win, at the ending animation, he's holding a piece of meat that he would eat to heal himself, or whatever the case may be. Well, the angle and the meat is, and the camera makes it look like
His meat.
a wiener.
makes it looks like his meat. So
Forward conversation.
yeah, it is. And it does. But the more you look at it, you're like, okay, no, it's just a piece of meat. But at first glance, you're just like, whoa, Steve is a little happy here.
Hey, Fabian's here.
Yay! Finally.
Yay.
Oh,
God.
I was hoping I'd miss this topic.
Oh, no, dude. This is the perfect topic for you.
So
Where's
yeah.
his meat?
Yeah, says all you can eat.
So they came out with this recent patch update that helped remove that, but also for the fact that Steve was actually an overpowered character. I was watching some of these videos where he was able to lay, Yeah, he was able to lay blocks outside on the ring and just stand there and just block people from jumping back onto the map. So now they put up a little barrier to where he can't lay blocks at now to stop preventing people. He was just a really overpowered character. So they went ahead and nerfed him completely.
Isn't that usually how they release characters, is super overpowered, and they nerf them to make everybody happy?
Not
Yeah.
really.
Well, I mean,
I think they might
Depends
go
on who
based
you
on
ask.
how the character is. you
Yeah.
know?
Basically.
Fair enough.
It's not every DLC character they release is overpowered.
Because Steve is not a fighter. He's not a he's just a character in a Minecraft game. It's nothing. There's nothing about fighting in that world. So there may be seeing
Yeah,
how
so-
it would be. They want to power him up accordingly, but he might be too overpowered. If he's too overpowered, they can just nerf him.
Yeah.
Which is what they did. So.
yeah, and so I'm just going to go real quick over these patch. So they fixed the issue where sometimes opposing fighter would go through landscape with Steve. So they set up a barrier where he couldn't lay blocks down at certain locations. They said that they fixed an issue where the opposing fighter would become uncontrollable when Steve or Alex hit them with a Minecraft in certain situations. So I guess once with a Minecraft. I don't know what the hell that even means. Minecraft cart bounced off the wall. It would not hit the opposing fighter. Fix the issue where opposing fighters carry Steve Alex's minecart would sometimes be warped to the original location. Okay, so essentially, they just
So he was basically broken.
yeah, no, he was just straight up. No, I'm telling you, if you watch some of these videos, I was watching these videos, and my God, it was just, it was
But
ridiculous.
He had one OP move with the blocks, and everything else just sucked.
Oh, and the cart. Apparently, like, yeah. So, you would just kind of like how Wario was with the motorcycle. You can just launch the cart, and if it hits you, you actually get stuck in it as it's moving. And essentially, they said that the cart was you were uncontrollable while you were in this cart. So if you got hit with this cart and it starts going off the map, that's it. You're done. It's an instant kill. So, yeah. So definitely an overpowered character.
Guys, pro move. All
So-
while eating his own meat.
Yeah,
I
and showing it.
Oh god.
And
Yo,
yeah,
that
now-
image was really bad. Even worse was the little. I mean, I'm looking at the graphic, and it's like there's a little feather on his head to the left. I don't know.
Oh, I think that's part of the
The
like when
stage,
you
shit
win,
like that.
there's like some flower petals that fall down.
Okay.
Yeah.
Misleading image. Sorry.
Yeah, so yeah, it was just really really weird seeing his meat just just
Out there.
boldly out there.
I don't know if y'all did. Have y'all seen the image to the other Nintendo game that was it was on Xbox first, but when it was launched for the Nintendo Switch, Carrion. Have y'all seen the image, the screen image for that one?
I have not.
Oh
Oh, so-
yeah, okay, no, I do
That-
remember this.
It
Yeah.
looks like a vagina.
Vagina, yeah, yeah.
Oh
so
man.
this isn't the first time that Nintendo had to tell the developers they had to, hey, put in a different image. Like
Now.
it's been like this for a couple of times. And I mean that image was bad. It looked-
Nintendo basically like, yo,
Yeah,
I see you, Disney,
yeah. I got
We're
hungry
gonna
for
one-up
Arby's
you.
after that.
yeah.
so to speak.
Well, the next one up, speaking of patches and nerfing, the Division 2 Summit Mode got nerfed as well. So on Reddit, they actually, on the Division 2 Reddit, they put up the new 11.1 patch notes acknowledging. So what the Summit thing was a giant tower with multiple levels, and as you go up the floors, obviously it would get more difficult and more difficult. Well, I guess it was getting to a point where it was unbeatable. It started getting unplayable, and people weren't able to pass certain parts because it was just too difficult. Well, they just released the Summit Mode patch where they nerfed a lot of the levels on that map, so you can't so you can move up better. Now, my question for y'all is this: Are games starting to become too difficult, or are us as gamers expecting to win in everything, and being able to beat the always beating the challenge? Let's start with Fabian first.
I mean, games have the capability to become more difficult, but it's inevitable that someone eventually is going to beat it. Now, I think games should be more difficult than what they used to be. People nowadays are, they're savvy when it comes to video games, so they know how to play properly. They know they basically get experience from previous games. What may, how the difficulty may be and how to go around it and how to go about it. I think they should make it more difficult, but not nearly impossible to do it. Not to where only a handful of people in the world can do it, but to where it's as difficult enough for you to feel accomplished, not to, to finish the game, feel accomplished from finishing the game, and not to where you just want to drop the game and never go back to it again because it's too difficult. As an achievement hunter myself, yeah, it's very satisfying playing a very difficult game and getting that one achievement that is above the rest, more difficult, more points, but it's worth the time invested into it. So,
Winton, your thought on games being too difficult, or us as gamers always expecting to win?
It's just, I agree with Fabian, and it's also that mentality that gamers should just be able to go in and pretty much complete everything that they play. It's like playing a game on the hardest difficulty, you're still going to be able to beat it if you're willing to put in that time and effort, like those two fools over there. But when it comes to creating something that is, like Fabian said, basically impossible, that only the 2% of gamers can really even complete, then that's something that shouldn't really be there. But again, it just comes down to how many gamers out there are able to do that, and if they're the ones that are pushing developers to do so. I don't know. It's just, at the end of the day, gaming is all about fun, and you shouldn't walk away from gaming feeling frustrated to the point where you want to break something and never come back.
No, see, that's your problem, is that you keep going back.
Well, yeah.
Keep breaking more shit.
Keep breaking more shit. You get that?
Yeah, he likes a good beating. But TJ, tell me, man. I mean, because you played the Division 2. Have you tried this new Summit mode?
No, my Xbox hasn't been working. So
yeah.
No.
I'm definitely gonna jump on that whenever you get the new one. But
Yeah.
in
I mean-
about, what, 2 weeks?
yeah, like 2.5, 3 maybe. Whatever. But for me, something like that, it's like a game like the Division. It's really based off like how you play, what game tier you're in, what gear you have. So it's like, for that, I feel like the Summit mode should have been, I guess, based off of what your gear level is, instead of just making it the same difficulty for everyone. Because you have like weaker players who can do good at it, and then you have the stronger players that do great at it. But then it's like, because kind of how like in Ghost Recon Breakpoint, they had like raids and stuff, but you had to be a certain gear level to do those raids, and it was still like impossible to beat. I tried; it was ridiculous, but
Like Destiny. Destiny's kind of in the same realm as that. Because really, because like Destiny and Division were kind of in the same. They were the two games that were very similar that battled it out for like the gamers of that genre, right? Like you had to have a gear score to move up, and it's like, man, it's
it's a grind.
like, yeah, because like what Fabian was saying, like gamers of yore were playing for high score. Nobody's playing for high score anymore. They're playing for achievements and to beat the game. And if you're wanting achievements, you got to make those achievements hard enough so that way when you get them, they are
Achievements. It's
Feel
an
it.
achievement. It's a medal. It's a badge of honor.
yeah, exactly. Like I like doing it, but don't make it easy where everybody can get it and 100% it. Like it's got to be challenging, and especially on a game like or a game mode like Summit where you're literally on a Mortal Kombat tier. You're just going up that hill and trying to beat the best one. Especially if expanded the difficulties from normal to legendary. Man, I mean, especially like for people who stream on a regular basis and they play this game over and over and over and over and over again to try to beat that thing. Like you've got to give it something. Otherwise, it's going to fall through the wayside. It's just going to be easy to do. So, Division 2 has in me have a love-hate relationship because I went through and completed the whole original campaign and then come to find out that everything that I did was erased and a new faction came in and redid everything that I just accomplished. So
Nice.
frustrating that whole thing were, oh my gosh. But for the most part, yeah, I mean, things just need to be hard. It's just the way that you play it may be you're going off of somebody's ability to create a storyline that is difficult versus just trying to play something over and over again, the highest score possible, like your Galaga or your Pac-Man or whatever stuff like that.
Well, speaking of achievements, guys, I'm just gonna ask y'all a question here because I'm kind of curious. What was the hardest achievement that y'all got?
Oh, it's a handful for me because I have like over 100K.
Well, Fabian,
dang.
yeah, tell me, man.
One of the ones that was difficulty, and it pissed me off because it was only worth 40 gamer score. The very first Modern Warfare. After you beat the game, there's this one part. Basically, after you beat the campaign, there's this one mission, extra mission. It's just random, of you being in an airplane, and the airplane's crashing down, and you have to get from the rear of the airplane to the cockpit in less than Mile High Club. Yes, Mile High Club.
Yes.
And you have to get there like within, I think it was like 20-something seconds. And
While you were fighting your whole
while
way
you were
there?
fighting, and it had to be on
The
a
hardest-
veteran.
Yeah,
It had to be on veteran, the
difficulty.
hardest difficulty. So one or two shots and you're dead. Now imagine have to bop and weave, shoot everybody in the head while running, basically almost running speed, getting to the cockpit.
That's
Man,
crazy.
I spent like hours on that achievement, and probably like 3 controllers. And I'm not being sarcastic. I'm
Everybody's laughing. Is like, why is everybody
No,
laughing?
I'm serious.
I'm dead serious. I literally broke like 3 controllers trying to get that achievement, and this is when my achievement itch started first coming in. Like I really needed to start getting achievements.
Yeah.
That's one of them, and then, I mean, another one was probably well, I'm pretty sure you guys is gonna say this one, so I'll just skip that achievement. Another one was Halo Reach. Halo Reach on this hardest difficulty, the achievement was called the Monument to All Your Sins. That achievement is by far one of my favorite looking achievements, just because of the skull that you get. You know how whenever you raise up the difficulty, it's like a shield, then like 2 swords, then like 2 swords, and a face of an elite, and then that one extra was a skull with the 2x. It looked badass. So when I got it, I was so satisfied, and it was worth 150 gamer score.
Nice.
One more. And this one was basically a whole squad of mine at the time for Halo Reach. I forgot what the name was, but it was called Stockpile. Basically, there was flags scattered around the map. You had both your bases, so what you had to do was go to all the different flags and bring them to your base. And then once all the flags were captured, you'd have to go to their side and take their flags as well. And then once in a while, 1 or 2 flags would spawn. Well, there was this achievement where you had to get all the flags, even the ones spawning, to your flag. And this was a ranked playlist, so people that are as good as you are playing with you, against you. So basically, that achievement was worth 75 gamer score, and
Bird.
basically, me and my friends spawn locked, and I was using the snipe, and I was just like spawn killing everybody while everybody was getting the flags. So that achievement was very satisfying, but very
Nice.
hard to get. It was just a random achievement, but
Nice.
yeah, the online ones are pretty hard to get.
Steven, man, tell me, what about you? What was the hardest achievement that you got?
Well, it's hard for me to do achievements. I used to play console, and PC doesn't really have like many achievements.
Well, it's like Steam does.
So, well, they do, but I mean, it's not like I'm going out and playing. I don't play game. I play so many competitive games, like just like multiplayer, that achievements for me is kind of like by the wayside. But so the way I do achievement, the way I look at achievements is basically like, single player campaigns that I've played all the way through and enjoyed. So I have two, and they're going to be pretty quick. Is the first one is Medal of Honor Warfare, I think it was Modern Warfare, the 2010 version.
Oh, I know
So-
what you're talking
Advanced or
The
Advanced
nukes-
Warfare?
No,
about.
it's
no,
the first one.
it was a
It was Medal of Honor.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
20 it wasn't Medal of Honor Warfighter. It was the one for that. So it was the first modern combat Medal of Honor that they made.
It
Um,
was just called Medal of Honor.
Nice.
Yeah, it's 20. Yeah, Medal of Honor 2010. Anyways, that game, like, imprinted on me, like the storyline on it imprinted on my brain so much because I played it on the hardest difficulty, and I played it in a cinematic way. Person shooter. So when I was playing through it, I'm putting different combat scenarios and different things that are going on, and I'm playing it the way I wanted to play it, which was like I was the actual person in the game. I know that sounds weird, but it's like I wanted to play it as cinematic as possible, not just play it like I'm a multiplayer first-person shooter guy and just going jumping around and shooting people. Like I wanted to like turn and shoot and do different things. Like I wanted to play it like that, and I played it so much and so often that like by the end of it, I felt good about myself, and the storyline was so good in that game that I actually got a tattoo of one of the badges from the game because it was like I loved the storyline in that game more than anything. The multiplayer was like hit or miss,
Achievement
but the storyline,
unlocked.
yeah, the storyline was amazing. And then the other one, this is an old school one, is on Sega Genesis, a game called Flashback, and I remember distinctly getting through that game because it was basically a game of puzzles. So it was a side scroller game that you're, rolling through and different things.
Yeah.
It wasn't like high def, but it was a very good game. And the storyline on it was fantastic. The gameplay and like figuring out puzzles on how to go. And I was real young when this game was out, so obviously Sega Genesis, but it was like so fun. I remember one time when I was like nearing the end of the game that I played. Like my mom came over, who doesn't play video games at all. Like doesn't play games. She's very like straightforward, and she came over and was helping me play
Nice.
this game, and was like, "Here, try this and do this," and like play. Like that
Awesome.
was a moment with my mom, and so like that kind of feeling, like I still have those imprinted on my head as some of the best times that I've had playing and accomplishing a game fully through. Just kind of in the thing. So it's so nice.
Achievement unlocked and heart unlocked, man. That was
Wow.
deep. That was deep.
Yeah.
Winton, what about you, man? Any
Man, I don't give a damn about achievements, bro. Come on.
TJ?
I honestly don't know. I never really paid that close of attention. Probably have something to do with like zombies because I used to play the shit out of that,
Oh,
and I've
that
gotten
was
some pretty good
Easter eggs.
achievements on that. Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah, I guess as for me, the achievement is called the Steel Bladder achievement.
Oh, I know
Oh
where you're
my
going.
God,
with
I
that.
know where-
Rock Band 2, the
I know
endless
this
set list. You had to play the endless set list without pausing, and you could not fail out. If if you pause the game, even if it was by accident or you failed out, the achievement's lost. So the endless set list was 8.5 hours long.
Unnecessary.
That's insane.
I woke up one morning and I said, you know what? I'm going to do this. I got up, ate, did everything, started it. Did it on my first try. Now, mind you, I didn't do it on expert mode. I did it on hard mode. I normally play the game on expert. First try, though. First
You
try.
were single, right? At this time?
No.
Right.
No. No, I was not at the time.
My goodness, that is a long time to play.
Yeah. And
But
I
at
think
least
it was only
it wasn't
200 gamers scored too. It wasn't a lot. But I did
Yeah.
I did 1,000 that game, so I got all the achievements on that game. So
Nice,
that
nice.
is that was my big achievement there. But Stadia feels like they got an achievement by getting an exclusive battle royale game, guys. Pac-Man.
Didn't they just announce another one like last week or so?
That was Bomberman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now Pac-Man.
Low budget BRs for low server.
So yeah, all it is you can go and spawn ghosts in their thing, and you can actually hop into their map and eat them and make them lose. So it's interesting.
It's interesting.
But yeah, that is all. That is all.
They
on
sure
that,
are
guys.
hanging on by a thread, aren't they?
It's not.
They're really hanging on by a thread right now.
Yeah, they are. I mean, I at some point I feel like I think already now there's no more support for it. I mean, I feel like there's no more support.
We bring up a conversation about Stadia. It's always negative in their shit.
Well, I mean,
Well, what have they done?
No, they haven't. They haven't done anything. I got them after their release. Let's
yeah,
just put it that way. It's like, oh yeah, this is cool, man. This is gonna be great. And I was like, it's really not at all.
No.
Nobody wants to play this shit.
Yeah.
I called it. I called it.
yeah. I'm
Pac-Man
glad I didn't invest any money into it.
Joe, you are correct. Pac-Man Royale, hard pass, bro.
That's a negative Ghost Rider.
Yeah.
Yeah, more like.
You just can't turn everything into a BR. I'm
Yes,
sorry.
you can.
They're trying to use people's nostalgia.
Yeah, that's what I'm
against-
saying.
that-
A lot
that's
of
what they're
companies are
trying to
doing.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That you can turn a lot of games into BRs, but it's not a good idea.
Yeah.
Hit or miss. It depends on how you structure the game.
Yeah.
Because everybody sees how, like, Fall Guys, a game, it's technically a BR, right? Like, you're just playing
Yeah.
to be the top
Yeah.
one.
But it's
And-
fun.
Yeah, and that's fun. But that's what people are trying to do, is they're trying to get onto that train of low budget games that don't cost anything to make, that can turn around and be amazing, and people want to spend money on it and all that other stuff. So
Yeah.
I
Well-
don't think it's gonna.
But you know what? People did get excited for.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, what's that?
Master Chief Collection is getting a next gen upgrade. One of those upgrades is 120 FPS, updated 4K graphics, and let's see what else we got here. Updated 4K graphics. We got fully optimized Series XS, 120 FPS in campaign and multiplayer. Split screen improvement and up to 4K on Series X, available for free to existing owners or those with Xbox Game Pass on November 17th.
Dope.
Yeah, buddy. I'm gonna be playing
Wait.
that shite.
This is on Series X and S, but not on the previous ones, or just
Yeah, no, it's fully
It's just
optimized
the
for
new,
this.
new
Yeah,
consoles.
Series
Okay,
X
okay,
and S, yeah. But yeah, because they're the new consoles are only, they're optimized to be able to run high frame rates like that.
Fair enough.
So yeah, they're going to be the ones getting the update. But Joe stated on Facebook, Stadia is a plane on fire in the air, floating till its death.
Oh,
That was so detailed. That was so detailed.
I know.
Let's just
I started smelling the fire a little bit there too.
We've been smelling it for like the last month,
No, ever since it came out.
right?
That's so fun.
But you know what
That's
else has a funky smell?
Oh my.
Crabs.
Wait a transition. What?
What?
Crabs, guys.
Oh,
So,
Well,
so there is an esports fighting game called Fight Crab. Now, this game is where you play as a crab and you fight other players who are crabs. Well, there was an esports competition recently in Japan, and guess what? The prizes were you won a free crab.
Like a king crab?
Okay, so what it was a snow crab.
Oh, that's even worse. You don't even get the best crab. You get like a shit crab.
Yeah,
Snow
I-
crab is not bad.
Snow
Why?
snow crab is like lamb.
yeah, it's 100
It's all
red
about that
snow
king crab.
crabs. Let me see.
King
It says now this article is in it looks like Japanese. So it
That's
says the
different,
King
yeah.
Club tournament will be held on Saturday, October 24th. It will be held as the main title of the entry. Acceptance has already started on the official website. But yes, the prize led up to one king crab or one red snow crab.
I think that's
And
pretty good.
the participation limit was of 128 people.
dude,
So-
Japan is awesome. I just love their off the wall thinking when it comes
Yeah.
to tournaments,
It-
creativity.
it
just
may be
all that
like
shit.
maybe like what the hell to the rest of the world, but it makes you look into it. That's how
Yeah.
that's like perfect marketing type.
It's the
type
eye
thing,
catching.
you know? Yeah, it's catching. So
But it
it makes you
actually,
look.
it actually kind of makes sense. I was reading on it. It actually makes sense why they did that.
Well, explain, TJ.
So they have a cap on their like tournament winnings.
Uh-huh.
I think it's like $800 something. But these crabs, they're worth $28.60 each. So by getting those crabs and then selling those crabs, they make way more money.
Oh,
Oh, interesting.
So that was what the
that
the scoot on that was.
Jackson's genius.
yeah, that was good. That was good-ish, TJ. That was very
Yeah,
good.
or for them it's like 3,000 yen per crab.
Which
I
is
want
like
some
20
crabs now.
in
I know. I
American.
kind of want some crab too.
oh
Yeah.
20 cents American, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Man, that
I-
yeah.
Can't remember.
I don't know about you,
Three
but
thou-
that's
3,000 yen. I think that's $30.
Oh,
$28.60.
Yeah, he said
close,
it
close.
earlier. I was like,
And
why
these
are you
crabs-
guessing? He said it earlier.
and these crabs are alive.
I'm not.
So
Pretty sure they're
here's a
fresh.
bag of dead crabs. Good job.
Just crab parts.
I'm pretty sure they're either fresh because, Japan's basically a big ass island,
Yeah.
but their food is fresh, for sure.
But
That's
you know
dope.
what's not so
I'll chew that.
fresh?
Oh god.
NBA 2K,
Oh.
because what they are doing right now,
Fresh sweat.
Oh,
it looks like they are keeping up with unskippable ads in the game.
oh,
So I don't know if y'all can check, but I put up a YouTube video. I'll go ahead and put it on the Facebook page here, where you can actually watch exactly what happens if you don't have NBA 2K. So you go ahead and start up the game, and next thing you know, it starts playing an Oculus Rift or an Oculus 2 ad that you can't skip. And then it plays another ad after that, like you're watching a normal YouTube video. Then the game starts, and then during the halftime, same thing. It starts playing an unskippable ad where you can't watch it. I mean, I don't know about you, but
Laughing because he knows what I'm talking about.
I don't want an ad.
I don't want to add.
I don't want an ad.
I just want to watch the game.
I just want to play
I
the
just wanna
game.
Play the game.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, that's annoying.
like I understand that you have to make some kind of revenue, But
I think they should have made it minimal, not
But
like how they did it.
they're already making crazy amount of revenue just off
Buku.
of the game sales, off
Buku.
of the
Skins
currency,
and everything else
the-
that's in the game.
yeah, everything else is in the game. There's no need to throw unskippable ads in our face.
But
Or is it they're
you
getting
have to
paid for
admit
all
that
of
like
them?
even 2K, like 2K NBA, it like they have constantly like loot boxes.
Joe,
and,
they
like,
are
other
trash.
things. They have
Exactly.
tried to milk that game for everything
yeah,
it's worth.
Joe said,
Exactly.
"Ugh, they're trash." NBA 2K.
Yeah.
Man.
The NBA 2K games are fun.
Yeah.
They don't have to worry about competition because it's the only NBA game out there on the market right now. They're pretty much getting all the money based off of fans who love to play basketball video games. But at the same time, they have like some of the worst practices when it comes to trying to make money in a video game. Because they did it in a few months back where they did like this lottery spin the wheel type
Yeah.
shit, and then that was fixed as usual. They're charging money off the wazoo for all these downloadable content, and some people are still buying them, but then
Yeah.
you're now wanting to throw unskippable ads in our face just because you want more money.
Yeah, I
Yep.
know.
Like, I don't know. It's just shady. It's basically
It's-
shady.
Yeah, it is really shady. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Yeah. So, guys, I'm pretty sure this is going to open up more in the future. Do you
Not
think?
just on backlash?
Well, I mean, obviously, this isn't the first time that this has happened. I mean, in previous games, they put ads, and yeah, they responded, and I mean, but they still continue to do it nonetheless. It's like I feel like every year they're going to try until people just stop fighting it. So, are we starting to see a future where we're going to start getting in, unskippable ads and everything? Or, maybe what they're going to do is, oh, hey, you're going to have to pay a premium on top of the game that you already purchased. So if you want the ad-free version of the game, pay $80 for this now. I mean, because the new next-gen games are already jumping up in price, and that looks like
Right.
that model isn't going to go away. How can we make more money? Oh, hey, pay an extra $10 and we'll go ahead and give you the unskippable ad version. Are we starting to see a transition to a future like this?
Well, they already do that on mobile.
Yeah, exactly.
You can pay most games. You pay anywhere from like $2 to $10 for
Yeah, but-
a no ad version.
Yeah, but
Right.
that's a free to play version of the game. So that I can understand that. It's free. They need some kind of continual revenue. So, hey, if you want the ad-free version, pay us a little bit more and you'll be able to play our game no problem. But I mean, what about these games that you've already paid for? $60, $70, depending on the version, maybe $80 already. And if you want the ad-free version, $10 more, guys, or $15 more, and we won't put any more ads in your game. I mean, is that a future that we're going on?
I don't know because literally NBA 2K is the only video game franchise that's doing it at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
But if it starts to catch on, I really don't want to see a lot of other developers starting to put something like this into their games. I don't think it will be in like your multiplayer shooters or your action adventure
Yeah, I was
games.
just thinking that too.
When it
Maybe
comes
just
to, like,
sports games.
Yeah, when it comes to mainly sports games, I could see a future where sports games, you turn on a Madden or a FIFA, boom, ads right in your face before you even get to the menu screen.
Ads in your face.
Yeah.
Bias.
Well, so Joe here put, oh no, that won't happen if they want money. They are testing the waters and seeing how fans react. And if it's bad, they'll say, oops, we didn't mean to do that. I've never bought a sports game and I never will.
But they already had fans complain about some of the other things that they did in their franchise. So why are they
What-
still doing stuff like this?
Well, and then
Yeah.
here, NBA 2K21 on their Twitter actually did a response to this. And this is what they said, in quote: "As many are aware, in recent years, ads have been integrated into 2K TV segments. Yesterday's 2K TV ad placement impacted our players' experience in a way we didn't intend. As these ads are not meant to run as part of the pre-game introduction, this will be fixed in future episodes. Thank you for your continued feedback." Now, I want y'all to hear me out on this, because they've worded this very carefully.
Yeah,
They said in their pre-game introduction it wasn't supposed to happen. They will fix that so the ads won't play in their pre-game introduction. There's still going to be ads in this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And so, which again comes to me saying,
We don't know where and we don't know how and where they're going to be, but they did not specifically say that they're removing the ads. They
Yes.
just say they're going to fix it.
Mhm.
So you're still going to get your ads. You just don't know where they're going to pop up going forward after whatever firmware update they're going to release.
yeah,
Yeah.
shady, just shady. Oh, that's my
They
daughter
do it
trying
on
to open my door.
basis.
That's why there needs to be competition. EA, what are you doing? Make another NBA Live game, you fucking cowards.
Star Wars.
But I bet you those 2K company and EA games are in an agreement. We won't touch NBA if you don't touch NFL. And I bet that's where that's going. Is it because it's been like that for how many years?
But it's an exclusive contract. EA
Yeah.
signed an exclusive contract with the NFL, so 2K can't even touch it regardless.
Right. But what I'm saying is, even if they did, EA could easily make another basketball game, but they're like, yo, don't make another basketball game because we already have, it's like one of those things. They didn't sign no exclusive deal with them, did they?
Not with the NBA, not that I know
No.
of,
So, but EA's not touching it anymore. They're like,
because
nah,
they lost money on NBA Live. That's why.
yeah, because the game sucks.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wouldn't want to. We'll just draw that line right there. NBA, NFL, 2K gets NBA, EA gets NFL. Do it. So in order and let's be honest, NBA is not as popular as NFL. Is that they're trying to make their money however they can, trying to pull in ad revenue or just money in general. At this point, because they are the only company that is pulling in money for NBA games,
Mhm.
they got to make their buck however they can. So thinking from the opposite perspective, yeah, they need to make their money, but at the end of the day, like, it still impacts the gamers, turns it into a mobile game essentially. Is that you've got ad revenue, you got all this other crap that's in your face. Like, I don't want to see this. All I want to do is play the freaking game. Like, that's it. But they don't care.
Yeah, I mean, and they don't. So, the
I'm pretty sure there's other ways that they can try to work
Sure.
around this. And
Implemented. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. Instead of interrupting the game for the gamer, it's just you want to skip it, you can't. You have to watch it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't like that. I mean, find another way to do it, but don't bother the gamer's time.
yeah.
Then
Well,
you can do the watch these ads for this exclusive reward type deal. So have them watch it if they want to watch it.
Mm.
interesting.
Or maybe
Kinda like
have,
what mobile does,
specific-
yeah.
Yeah, exactly what
Yeah,
mobile
yeah,
does.
specific-
Yeah, if you want
specific
more-
ads you want to watch.
Yeah, NBA coins or whatever they call them, K
Yeah.
coins, 2K
virtual
coins.
currency.
Yeah,
Whatever you want to
watch the ad.
They can't
Um,
even come up with a good name for it.
Well, Joe just put up a comment, and he says, "I stand corrected. I did buy an N64 NBA Live 2000 game."
But that was when they were good.
2 decades ago.
But you know what is good, guys?
Oh God.
Oh, what?
Love your
Pro
transition.
Team and Devolver Digital are now married.
Woo!
So this is from Devolver Digital's blog, and stated, Since then, Crow Team and Devolver Digital have partnered on dozens of games, from frantic Serious Sam series to the award-winning The Talos Principle across PC, consoles, VR, and mobile platforms. Crow Team and Devolver Digital have been dating for so long that we decided to go ahead and just get married.
I fucking love Devolver. They're too witty and out there, dude.
Yeah, so as they stated, Crow Team and Devolver Digital, these two developers have been partnering in so many games. Like they said, with Serious Sam, the whole Serious Sam series, and Talos Principle, which is a very, very interesting game. If you don't know what that is, I recommend going on YouTube, checking it out. They decided to just go ahead and, instead of having two separate entities, to go ahead and join forces. Now, Crow Team got absorbed, meaning that Crow Team is Devolver Digital now. So Crow Team might still be its own entity in itself.
Kind of like what everyone else is doing.
Yeah, but they are under Devolver Digital now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, congratulations, guys. Hope y'all have a good honeymoon. And
Come back with something good.
And best wishes. But no, I mean,
I'm happy for
yeah.
Devolver. They're growing. They're making great games, release after release. Like it's one of those things where you're glad to see a developer slash publisher just
evolving,
getting bigger. It's good for the industry.
No, definitely. Sometimes.
Sometimes. Depends on who it is.
Yeah. I mean, and a lot of these, absorption of other companies is happening a lot right now. So, I mean, I don't know, man. This is starting to become a little too much for me. Like, I can't handle the awesomeness that's coming out of all these absorptions of these companies. Like, a lot of good stuff is going to happen in the future, guys. I'm excited for it. This is something that's great. And these two companies have been working for years together. So they know how to bounce stuff off each other. They know how to work together. Good for them. Good job, guys.
Yeah.
Good job.
Oh, everybody. Let's clap.
these-
We're happy. Yes.
Throw wedding bells. Throw the rice. Fantastic.
We don't throw rice anymore.
Oh, why?
Oh, you didn't hear about that?
No.
This was like years ago.
What?
Yeah, the birds were eating the rice, and their
Exploding.
intestines fluids was expanding the rice, and their stomachs were exploding.
Oh my god.
Killing birds. You didn't hear about that?
No.
I didn't hear about that at
This
all.
was a long time.
I've been going to
ago.
my local park and just throwing rice at birds.
Yeah. Now they throw corn.
You throw corn, like dried corn,
Confetti.
or do you get like canned corn and just? Ugh.
No, it's great because people use like sparklers and set other people on fire and stuff like. It's great. It's
Nice.
so much fun. It's a lasting memory.
Too soon.
What?
Well, you know what? You know what isn't lasting?
Oh my
Fuck
God.
sakes.
The large memory space that Fortnite was taking.
I'm glad that you took that space right after large. Just that large memory that.
On Fortnite's the Fortnite status Twitter page, version 14.40 arrived on October 21st, acknowledging that it says, please note that the patch size will be larger than normal on PC, approximately 27 gigabytes. This is to make optimizations on the PC, resulting in a massively reduced Fortnite file size of over 60 gigabytes smaller.
Thank you, Call of Duty.
So, yeah, the your Fortnite game just got reduced by 60 gigabytes or larger. So please do that update. Jennifer Vasquez says hi. Hi, Jennifer.
Hey,
Thank you for joining us today.
Or you
Hi,
can
Jennifer.
save a lot of space and just not get the game at all. 'cause it sucks.
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
Dang.
Whoa.
Mr. Aggressive over here, bro.
You're right.
He's just speaking from the heart, guys.
Oh,
I agree with him.
I love it because like when installing Epic on Epic Games on my PC, the first thing to pop up, Fortnite. You want to, and it started installing automatically. I'm like, no.
No.
Not today, Satan.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Jennifer Vasquez would like me to call her Jenny. I am sorry, Jennifer, in regards to
Sorry,
that.
Jen A. Sorry, Jen
I've
A.
been going by Jenny for fucking
Yeah,
years.
thank you, Jenny, for
Max.
joining us
Thank you,
today.
Jen A.
Max, how could you?
I know. I'm sorry, Thomas.
Whatever.
Well, thank you, Jenny, for joining us today. But yeah, so the file size did get reduced. Good news for everybody, and this should be other developers need to learn from this. Please quit building up upon your current builds and where we're having 200 gigabyte games. Just remove the assets that you don't need, because you're not going to need all of them, and give us these smaller games, because as game graphics get better, as frame rates get pushed out more, the file sizes are going to be bigger. Eventually it's going to come to a point where we're not going to have the hard drive space, and we're going to have to dish out the $220 or whatever the case may be to experience the true fidelity of these games. If you just remove the assets that's not needed, that will definitely help out a lot. Other developers, again, please look into this. It helps out a lot. It helps us out a lot. Please and thank you.
And it helps
No,
the games
son.
run smooth too.
Yes.
No, son, you're gonna download this 250 gigabyte game.
Yeah.
You're gonna do what we tell
You're
you.
gonna wait hours to play it.
And you're going to enjoy it. You're going to love sitting there and watching that bar go up.
And then you're gonna ask us to please put more into it to make the game size even bigger.
You want this DLC, don't you?
Well, that's going to be 450 gigabytes.
No,
More.
It was funny
DLC.
because I got Eileen the new iPhone 12, iPhone 12 Pro, excuse me, and she never backed up her stuff to iCloud.
Really?
So yes. So I went in. We got her the
Don't worry about
200.
it.
We got her the 250 gigabyte iCloud
Quick
storage,
start.
so she can go ahead and upload all that stuff. And yeah,
Me too.
you see the bar go up, and it was like, all right, 6 minutes. 6 minutes
No,
remaining.
hey,
We're like,
Hey,
cool.
you don't need to back things up to iCloud to switch phones on Apple.
No,
They have a
but
quick-
but her photos and videos.
yeah,
Need,
all
yeah,
of it,
Yeah, I know.
photos and videos.
Yeah.
She doesn't
I
need to
know.
back all that up, so it'll go from one device to the other. The whole
Yeah,
thing.
but the thing is, if she loses all that, then there is no backup.
Oh yeah. If you want to back it up, that's
Yeah.
one thing. You're
Yeah,
just
so-
move one phone to the other, quick start. Through
No, yeah,
Apple.
and she already did that, but we were just backing everything up. But we see this bar go from, it starts going up 3 minutes, and as the bar is going up more and more, as more stuff, it went up to 32 minutes, 24 minutes, 62, and the bar is getting closer to the end.
impressed.
But the bar was getting closer to the end, but the time was still going up. We were just like, what is going on? The time is supposed to be reduced as the bar goes up, and as the bar is going up, the more time is getting. It was just really weird. It was funny
There's
though.
people that I know that would disagree about the bar going up and it reducing the time. Just saying.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
this. I saw this image online where it's like the top view of the bar, and the bar looks like it's going this. You know how it stops? It's actually the bar going this way.
Oh,
Going this
right
way.
here?
Yeah, yeah,
Right.
and then going this
Right
way,
here?
and then going this. No, over here.
I love
But
it.
yeah, it's funny
Coming
though.
right here in this area.
Yeah, but you know what? Game is changing in this area.
Oh,
Gears
God.
5, because now.
Good segue.
Wow.
Good segue.
Wow.
Because Dave Batista is now gonna be recasted if you want
If you want.
as Marcus Phoenix in Gears 5. So you can actually
Phoenix.
play through the game as Batista with his face. Now,
Is it
is it
Phoenix or Phoenix?
Phoenix? Marcus
You sure?
Phoenix. Yes.
Because that says Phoenix, I thought.
No, it's Phoenix.
That's
Marcus
they pronounce
Phoenix.
it Phoenix in the game.
Yeah.
They're stupid.
Oh, they're the ones that created the character. You're calling them stupid.
Yeah, they made it, but
That's
they're
the reason I
wrong.
don't play,
You
Gears
idiots! You
5
don't know how to
well.
pronounce the own name that you made.
That's why I've never played Gears, because I don't like the way they pronounce his name.
Yeah. Like the game was great, but as soon as the name was written incorrectly, I was like, I'm done.
His
Well,
name was
thank you,
Mark-
Fabian Romero, for
Marcus Phoenix.
sharing this video. And
Oh, we have a
please,
video?
anybody
Oh, we
else
shared-
that's anybody else that's
Oh,
watching,
yeah.
please share, like, subscribe. We greatly
Share,
appreciate it.
share.
You can also visit us at tangentgamerpodcast.com for the latest news, video, and merch. As you can see, I'm wearing one of the t-shirts. Very soft, very comfy. So, yeah, you can catch us there. But yes, Gears 5 campaign, new game plus details. So you get 2 new difficulty modes, Iron Man and Unconceivable mode. You get character skins, Kate Dell. Thank you, Raymond Martin,
Unconceivable.
for liking the video. You get new weapon skins, Jack upgrades carry over, mutators like big head mode, and new achievements. And Raymond Martin shared our video at our stream as well. Thank you so much for sharing that, Raymond.
Did you say that mode was called Unconceivable?
Yes, inconceivable.
Oh, Inconceivable.
Inconceivable.
So that's like the hardest of the hard.
Yes. Yeah, I feel like one shot you're dead. Thank you, Stephen Reed, for sharing the stream.
I like that guy. I love
Steven, you're
him.
muted.
So,
Steven, you're
Batista
muted.
made his first appearance in
I don't
Gears
know who
5.
that guy is.
So Batista made his first appearance in the Gears 5 multiplayer. But he said he had his fan campaign on Twitter vying to be the star in the much talked about movie idea and the things like that. But this is a great way for delivering it to the fans. So you
I
can
can
play
see that.
as Dave Bautista as Marcus in the campaign. Now, again, I don't know if the voice changes.
It does.
It does?
If you watch the trailer, the character model is changed. It's like literally his face, and it's also his voice voicing Marcus Phoenix. So it's his voice in the game as well too. I think it's really dope because he's a big Gears fan, and he's been. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but every chance he gets when Gears is talked about, he always voices his chance to play Marcus Phoenix.
God, that would
so
be
this
awesome.
is yeah.
That would
so
be
this
so
is,
awesome.
And this is like really cool as like a fan service for all the fans of Gears who want him to play the character, to play him in the video game if you choose. I think that's really cool. That's like a cool feature that people really have to do.
So,
There's people out like
real
Bautista,
quick,
too.
Yeah.
Vince Cordero said Gears is dead.
Oh my god, bro!
With this, and the owners want to say that. Every time I see Gears, people play it for like 2 weeks and then they don't play it anymore. At least for streamer wise, like it's not out there. People play the single player, cool, but then when they play the multiplayer, it's just like, okay.
You're
Multiplayer has a-
okay
they
about
have
it
a
if
short
it
base.
sucks.
They have a short base.
Well, thank you, Vince, for your honest opinion there.
He sucks
But-
at the game.
Clarifying.
Yeah, clarifying your opinion. But yeah, so this update also as well, they compared the Xbox One X version versus the Xbox Series X version. So the Xbox One X version runs the multiplayer at 60 FPS, while the Series X version runs at 120 FPS. So they compared the latency to those, and I must say here, so the average latency minimum was 30 milliseconds on the Series X, compared to 44 milliseconds 64 compared to 1X.
Okay.
So, and if you run the on the Series X, if you run it at 60 frames per second, it runs at 44 milliseconds latency, while 120 FPS runs at 30 milliseconds latency. So yeah, it's
Still fast.
it's super fast, and mind you that
Awesome.
that was running on a 65-inch CXLG OLED. So that's running on the newest C10 OLED by LG.
Huh.
What? Yeah. So it's
It's a big old screen.
that is a big screen and a sexy screen at that. I have the model below that one, so it's very
course you
sexy.
do.
Sexual.
Of course you do. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, man. Oh, and my new soundbar. Ugh. Ugh.
I'm getting ready for next gen over here.
Oh.
Oh.
Hey, speaking of next gen, I'm still trying to pre-order the Xbox Series X. They're not doing that anymore, I take it. Right.
There's random pop-ups here and there. You won't
I
know.
want the GameStop so I can trade in my old Xboxes, but I don't think they're doing that anymore.
I think they said that they will have some available day one purchase, but if it was anything like the pre-orders, there may be only one or two per store.
I can see the store being packed on day one for the people who couldn't pre-order to try to get one right then and there.
Yeah, and the thing is that it's gonna be tough to even. It's gonna only like one, maybe like I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like how it was when we pre-ordered it. There's only gonna be like maybe a handful, so there might be like 50 people show up there, but they only have like 5 extra. That's gonna suck, especially for people that are like dedicated to wanting to get one.
Yeah,
Like,
Because I
they're
just
dead
don't want
set.
to spend the full amount on it.
Yeah,
I
and
can
Joe just
Fuck.
posted saying Best Buy has stock pop up every now and then, which that's where
I
I've
saw
seen
that
it.
too. I saw that. I was just wondering because I want to get the Xbox Series X.
And Vince went ahead and put the fact that people still buy consoles. Man, I remember when I was naive.
Well, I like the connection between the PC and the Xbox.
Yeah.
I like that change off because if I don't want to boot up my entire computer to do things and I want to have some buddies come over and play with, I can boot up my Xbox and play games with them.
Yeah.
You know, for whatever reason. So
And-
PC gaming is awesome for one person, but when you got multiple people over, consoles kind of rule that game space
And
for
then
me.
plus
Damn, so you're calling Vince a lonely person? Is that what you're saying?
and
Dang.
plus this new gen of consoles again has technology that just got announced. Like, you know, the technology gap. Obviously, PC is going to be better in every way, shape, or form, in graphics power and processing power, just overall, because you can build it like that. But a gamer on a budget who wants to experience this kind of graphic and fidelity can experience that at a really good price. And I mean, obviously, you have to invest more into it to get the full potential. So you have to pay for the screen, you have to pay for, the internet capability and so on and so forth. But still, compared to a PC, this is at a really good budget at a really good price.
Yeah. Yeah,
So-
and it's people really don't care about mouse or keyboard either. They just want to game on a controller. They don't care about the whole PC aspect of it. Like I think PC gamers are just dead set on the best that you can get or play on when it comes to video games.
Hey,
So-
remember, you're actually a PC gamer now, so
I know I'm speaking for both because I still play
Yeah.
on my Xbox and I'm
Yeah.
slowly getting onto PC.
So Vince
freaking Vince is just I think he's trolling us, man.
Vince
honestly.
Cordero said, I mean, there's this thing called COVID. I don't need your ass in my house. Oh, man. But yes, so yeah, Gears got Dave Bautista. Great. It was awesome. But yes, as stated, to Vince, next gen, hopefully kind of closes that gap a little bit in regards to it. But Xbox is also looking towards the future as well, beyond the Series X. So there was an interview with Phil Spencer, and Statutory.
Statutory.
No,
What?
God, no, God. So it's a news website that you have to pay to a subscription service in order to view their news. But The Verge went ahead and supplied us this information. Thank you, The Verge. Phil Spencer discussed the potential of additional tiers of Xbox Game Pass, which could include a free bundled TV stick to play xCloud games on.
TV
Um,
set.
No,
TV
stick.
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 Hell is
So
a
here, let me
TV
explain.
stick?
Kind of like the
I like the Amazon Fire
Amazon Fire Stick.
Yeah.
So
Fire Stick.
so this was the quote from this interview. I think you're going to see a lower priced hardware as part of our ecosystem when you think about streaming sticks and other things that somebody might want to just go plug into their TV and play via xCloud. You could imagine us even having something that we just included in the Game Pass subscription that gave you an ability to stream xCloud games to your television and buying the controller.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
Wait, why y'all mad? Why y'all
I know,
mad?
why are y'all mad?
That
That
Xbox shouldn't be mad, right?
that opens up more people to the ability to play, because maybe, I mean, somebody does. Not everybody has the $300 or the $500 to drop on a console. Maybe they have to pay subscription. Maybe that's all that they can get to enjoy these new video games. So
Well,
let's
access thing. That's how you get the Xbox, right? Like
with the credit check.
well,
Not everybody has good credit. so let's
Now
say
we're back where we started.
Yeah.
let's say for an additional $30 or $40, you pay a subscription that gives you $30 or $40 a month that gets you the stick, a controller, and Game Pass Ultimate. I mean,
it's not bad. What happens if you don't pay that though?
just like any other service. Just
They
like
just
with,
didn't want to give it to you. They're going to take you, but you still have the hardware. What are they going to do?
Service.
well, maybe you got to maybe you got to put money down. So maybe it is you put $80 down.
Are
Yeah,
they going to repo your shit?
Hell yeah.
yeah, I'll be
You
there.
can sneak in your house and
Sneak in,
take your shit while you're
ship me.
sleeping.
Oh,
Yeah.
you know what?
Coming through
You know
the
what?
chimney.
Maybe it'd be like Microsoft in the Surface. Like if you bust a screen on the Surface, they don't fix the screen. They just give you a whole new Surface. This way, they're going to give you a whole new console, if it breaks or whatever. But if you don't pay it, what they'll do is they'll just cut it off at the hardware. Like you won't
Yeah.
be able to play it at all.
Yeah, it puts a lock on it. So no matter what TV you plug it into, what internet, it just boom. Oh, yeah.
And I feel like hackers would just break that, but that's just me.
Yeah,
No,
but
sure. There's only a matter of time before that gets jailbroken.
Yeah.
Whatever they call it.
Vince said, "Imagine getting your controller get repoed.
Bro, what? He's
Just somebody walks in, just snatches it. Just you're just over here playing and just
they come in your house.
give me that."
Pay your bills.
You got to pay a repo fee now.
Console.
Pay a repo fee to get your shit back. They're not gonna call it the repo fee. They're just gonna call it the inconvenience fee.
You've inconvenienced us, so we're gonna inconvenience you.
Yeah, exactly. $50.
Got to pay $500 for.
That's where they get you.
Oh man.
Yep.
But also as well,
Dog the bounty
Phil-
hunter showing up at your house.
but Phil Spencer also teases the potential for an Xbox Game Pass Platinum. So Microsoft has been bundling Xbox subscriptions and hardware together with Xbox All Access, but they're talking about Game Pass with kind of subscribing to more than just what they have right then and there. Maybe it'll be packaged with a streaming service like HBO Max or something like that. But they're testing out the idea. He didn't give too much detail on what Xbox Platinum would be, Game Pass Platinum would be, but he's just throwing out some ideas there. So it will be interesting to see. Obviously, I'm going to go ahead and get the Platinum version, and
Of it.
Of course you are.
of course, man.
The
Yeah.
platinum of the platinum.
Okay.
Yes,
Plat-
get
the
best of the best.
Platty plat.
If you're the best, you got to get the best.
By the way, I don't know what's happening right now, but Dallas is getting their ass whooped by Washington. I just wanted to put that out there.
Yeah.
Woo, NFC.
Don't say that
East.
shit out loud. Freaking Vince is gonna be all over it, man.
NFC,
It's okay. He can be all over it.
NFC East
His
is
team's still not
garbage.
going to
Yeah,
make it to the fucking
yeah.
Super Bowl, so it's okay.
This division is straight trash.
You're trash.
Sorry, that's my tangent. I'll stop. I happen to wanted to see that.
Where
But then
you
again,
started.
Texas get
Sucks.
beat by the fucking
Texans are trash.
Texans are getting trashed too.
Yeah. That's what I was gonna say before I saw Vince's message. I was like, Texans we're getting beat by Green Bay. Give me a break.
Oh, hey Max.
Yeah.
Since we're on the Xbox topic, did you see the article that was going around about Phil Spencer saying that a classic Xbox game might be making its return to the Series X?
No, how about you go ahead and take that one? I haven't heard anything about this one.
Did he name the name of it?
Oh yeah, I was keeping it big because I want to make
yeah.
it
No, please,
But,
go ahead
It's a
and
big reveal.
But during, I guess, the Xbox Fan Fest on Friday or whatever, he was doing interviews and someone asked him a question about a certain game called 1 versus 100.
that would be so cool.
And he said there's a possibility that could be making a return to the Series X, but he
Man,
didn't.
I wish that
guarantee
they would
it.
have done that with the FanFest trivia night. Oh, hold on, guys. I'm sorry, guys. I have to say something about this. If you're gonna do a FanFest online, a trivia night, make sure everything is working, please. If you're gonna do it to the masses. Because my God, I left work, I rushed home so I can join this because on the 26th, or not on the 26th, on what was Friday, the 23rd, FanFest was doing a trivia night to where you can win a Series X, controllers, headsets, whatnot, and so forth. Yes, thank you for the $5 that y'all gave me. Yes, thank you for the $10 off coupon for a Razer product. But an hour and a half. Wasted. An hour and a half wasted because y'all could not get y'all's trivia questions in correctly. So what happened? Round one
or answers.
No, there were trivia
Oh.
questions that you had to answer on your phone or on PC, and it was timed. But so the first round, only 2 questions went through. And then they stopped it and said, okay, guys, it looks like we're having technical difficulties. And mind you, the hosts were bashing each other. It was really weird. It was really awkward. They were going on saying, one goes, yeah, because you think I'm a disgusting human being. Anyways,
agree.
I was like, wait, yeah, it was really weird. I'm surprised nobody posted anything on this. But
Probably
yeah, it was just really weird. So
awkward.
yeah, it was. So round 1, only 2 questions was answered cut off, and they were like, okay, I guess everybody's advancing to round 2. They couldn't get round 2 going. Okay, I guess everybody's advancing to round 3. Oh, we can't get round 3 working. We'll advance everybody to round 4. Okay, questions are up. Here we go. All 7 questions answered. Perfect. Leaderboards were working. Perfect. Oh, it looks like we're having technical difficulties, so we'll just have everybody advance to round 5. Then after that, guys, it looks like we're not going to be doing the trivia tonight. We do apologize about that.
You were getting so upset over trivia.
The
Max
prizes,
wants
man.
his prizes, damn it.
The prizes.
I want my free shit.
I want free controllers. I want free stuff. But yes, I did get $5 and a $10 off coupon for the Razer Kasishi xCloud controller thing that only works on Android. So, but yeah, I was upset. I was just like, I wasted an hour and a half of my time.
Speaking of Razer products, did anybody take advantage of the Razer product special on Prime Day?
It was like what, 20%, 30% off.
It's like a lot off of
Yeah.
just the Razer products, like
No.
just Razer products, and it was like off of all of their stuff. It was amazing.
A lot of their products were cheap.
Vince put up a thing that, and this was actually a serious thing. He goes, I wish online retailers would fix their drops to the masses, like those 3080s. you would think in a world of technology, servers could handle a mass amount of people on a website. It's 2020 for crying out loud.
I
Yes.
agree.
Yes.
I
Now,
agree.
I agree with that.
now, actually, the best experience that I had of a drop was with the iPhone 12 Pro when I pre-ordered it. So I went to the AT&T website, and immediately it said, okay, there's a bar at the bottom. It says, okay, it's going to take 22 minutes for you to go ahead and get your pre-order ready. So the bar started going up throughout the 22 minutes. And once it finally reached, it said, are you trying to pre-order the iPhone 12 Pro? You click yes. And then it just brings you to the screen. You input everything. There was no lag. There was no cutting out. There was no nothing. It just, everything worked like it was supposed to. It put you in a queue. Once you were next in the queue, you were able to order. Boom, done. And just like that, I had no issues whatsoever. That was the best pre-order experience I've ever experienced thus far. And I get it, with the consoles they did the queue thing, but I felt like they did not have their queue system ready. And it just went to crap. All went to crap. iPhone 12, they had it ready.
Yeah. I mean, with the graphics cards too for the 3080s and the 3070s, like those were pretty much taken by scalpels, and they were gone within like a matter of minutes. Fucking what was that one thing? MSI got caught for doing stuff like that.
Yeah,
too.
they were scalping their own.
Yeah, they were scalping their own graphics cards. So it's all like it's 2020. We should have like a fixed system where you can just log in, put in your whatever payment information you want, and then right when the time hits to where all the items are dropped, boom, click, payment, payout, whatever, done. You'll get your shit whenever it comes out. It should be that easy, but yet apparently nobody has figured out that whole system yet.
Vince put, it's because no one wanted it, Max. No one wants the new iPhone. I wanted it, damn it.
Everybody wants that 3090, bro.
Yeah. I want the 3070 to come out already.
Steven, you beat it.
No, I know. I'm trying to keep background noises from blowing up the stream, but so really my thought on that whole thing is like, I agree. Like it needs to be simple. If you're going to, like, if you want to pre-order and you want to see how many people are wanting to pre-order, offer an exclusive thing for it. Go onto the website, put in your information, sign up. You've got a tier of people. Whoever gets it first, you know, and so on and so forth. Add security restrictions so that bots aren't just blowing up your stuff. So that way you're finding out how many people are actually wanting the system right out of the gate. Yeah. And or even so, increase the price and pre-order it. Like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of a way that would, if you really want it early, here's what you got to do. Otherwise, release it.
Yeah, the way I would see it is, if you were physically at a location, how would you handle it? And that's how you should handle it online. Because if you can control physical people on how to sell it, then you would be able to do that online. So obviously the easiest thing to do would to line up, be ready. First person, done. Next person, done. Third person, done. Oh, you stepped out of line? Sorry. Fourth person, done. I mean, that would
not. The reason why I say that won't work is because I tried that whole standing in line bullshit with GameStop's website, and it wasn't really a standing in line thing. It was more of like, our servers are backed up, but you're in line to get an Xbox, but as soon as the next page loads, you're back in line to then line. So by the time you actually load the page where you have to purchase, you put your loading stuff, you put your information in, and then it just like freezes. And so there's people that get into these lines and are sitting there waiting for this to happen. And it's not because you're in line. You're just waiting on the servers to not blow up. It's so dumb. And it did not work the way I thought it was going to. And because I was one of the first people. Like, I loaded in and got it and sat there and waited. and then right as it hit, the servers dumped. Like it was just there was nothing. You couldn't go anywhere. And then I tried to load the next page to click on it, and it was like all the graphics were gone. It was just like that left side panel where it was just a bunch of text and like broken links and shit.
Yeah.
And I was like, so if I hit refresh on this, I'm gonna have to stand in line again. And does that mean I lose my spot?
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. Is that I hit it, I refreshed it, I was back in line, and I never got past it. It just stood. It's like I got reinserted into the queue. It was the
back of the
dumbest
line.
thing ever. Yeah.
So Vince went ahead and stated two things. He goes, raffles kind of work for shoe drops. I don't know, maybe it's worth a shot. There's just got to be an easier way. He also stated, or let's be honest, mass produce. Mass production means no resale and everyone gets some. Imagine dropping 1,000 3080s when there's like 20 million people who want it. So my statement to those two things.
A raffle, and
Yeah.
that still didn't work out.
Yeah.
So
That there's more people who want consoles than shoes. So and then with the mass production, the reason why there's a limit on how many they can sell is because they can't produce that many. There's two things on that. They either can't produce that many because it is expensive, and they haven't been able to, lessen the cost on how to produce, or B, they're hyping up the product, in which we have no control over. So they only push out that 1,000 and say, "Oh, we sold out, man! Everybody's wanting that, man. Maybe I should jump in and get that." Spread the word, and there you go.
And that's kind of why I'm looking at games. Okay, so I attribute this to like the games. Like, there's a game that's like $60 a month, but if you want early access, you pay more for early access. I get that it's not a popular thing, but if you want to pre-order a game or a console that is on limited supply just right out of the gate because they're trying to, produce everything. Mm-hmm. But if you want to pre-order something, pay more for it. I know that is a very unpopular thing to say, but you're solidifying your purchase to get something earlier than what the normal person would get, and you get it. Like you're affirming that you are going to have it in hand. So wouldn't you pay more for that ability?
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know. I'm just thinking, like, you can make more money in marketing of just saying, hey, if you want this console early, prior to the release date, fucking pay more for it. Pay, $100, $200 more, and then boom, I've got the console. I know I have it. It's here in my hands. I don't have to deal with everything else going on in the world. I don't have to fight people and stuff like that to get a console. I don't know. Maybe they're doing pre-orders backwards. It's just a thought.
Well, please, let me see. Then it says, then you might as well pay the reseller through Steven. So from what you were saying, he's saying that then you might as well pay the reseller. So you might as well pay the scalper.
That takes the reseller out of the fucking equation, because now the resellers aren't having to jack up their prices.
Yep.
If you put the same thing, they're already jacking up their prices. If you want it early, I'm going to jack up the price and you're going to get it. This way, you're already jacking up the price and you're already going to get it. Just add the security level, so that way you don't have to, worry about the bots and the resellers. You're actually getting a physical person going in and purchasing the device. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think that there's ways to do it that way.
Well, people who are watching and right now, please let us know in the comments on how you think that this can be solved. We would love to know your answers on this, because I mean, we're over here bouncing a bunch of ideas that might work, that might not work. But I mean, please, if y'all have a better idea, please let us know, and then we'll go ahead and comment on that as well. But we're gonna be cutting it here pretty close, but I'll go over these last couple of bits. So the PS5's entertainment apps have been are launching on day one on the PlayStation Blog. Netflix, YouTube, Disney Plus, and Spotify and more will be on PS5 on launch. That will include Apple TV, Disney Plus, Netflix, Spotify, Twitch, and YouTube. Will be available day one as entertainment apps on the PS5. So
cool.
Yeah, pretty cool. And their special media controller from PlayStation themselves, from Sony, actually has dedicated Disney Plus, Netflix, Spotify, and YouTube
Nice.
buttons on the controller, on the media controller itself.
cool.
Yeah, it looks interesting.
Apple TV won't be available on the PS4 though.
Yeah, that is correct. Apple TV will not be available on PS4, only PS5. So I thought that was really cool. Also, as well, PS5 faceplates. I had an idea that this was gonna come when I saw them just being able to pull off those side panels off the PS5. So the PS5 faceplates is starting to become a thing. There's a website called PlateStation5.com. You can go ahead and check
Smart.
them. Yeah, check them out. As of right now, they have 4 different colors that you can choose from. Or 5, I'm sorry. You have the limited edition V1 matte black, a cherry red, a chromatic, indigo blue, and jungle camo. All of these will be $40
Only
before
ammo.
before shipping. So really interesting. Check out PlateStation5.com. And last but not least here,
Wonder if that
Unless you
voids your
want-
warranty. If you
No.
change
no, because they legit just pop off. There's no sticker on them. They're on like stands, kind of like how the Xbox 360 faceplate was.
Bro, I have a feeling like if that thing starts overheating, people are gonna take the faceplates off the bitches.
And just have the console.
Just let it
standing
open,
with
just
no
like
plates
PC
on
gamers.
it.
We're just gonna take the side off and let it breathe out, whatever.
So
That's funny.
our last topic for the day, and this one is going to be a bit of a discussion. So Alex Hutchinson, who's a creative director at Typhoon Studios, bought by Google last year to make Stadia games, put out a tweet stating that we should be paying the developers and publishers in order to stream their games. So this was the tweet that he posted. He says, streamers worried about getting their content pulled because they used music they didn't pay for should be more worried by the fact that they're streaming games that they didn't pay for as well. It's all gone as soon as publishers decide to enforce it. The real truth is the streamers are, so he just retweeted himself. And he's saying, amazing to me that people are upset at someone saying that the creators of content should be allowed to make some of the money from other people using their content to profit.
So the reason why this is edgy is because it gets into the whole DMCA thing, and it also shines light on, well, if this audio is being DMCA'd, why are the games that are essentially the same thing not being DMCA'd?
Definitely.
So got a point, but I'm taking it as, why are we DMCAing all the freaking music? Like, US is the only one that does this. Let's put it in perspective. The US is the only one that docks you and will sue you, come after you for music that you play on your stream.
I did not know that.
Like, they don't do this overseas. So it's like, why do we have to do this here?
Yeah,
I mean, other options, like make it to where you pay a subscription to be able to play those types of, I mean, I'm paying for Spotify to be able to play the music, but I can't play it. I guess, okay, so this is what I heard this the other day, and I thought this was a really good idea, is because people aren't getting views on their music. Like, if I play, it's one person playing it, like playing the song, but I'm playing it to 20,000 people or 5 different people. That song should tick not only for me, but for everybody that I'm streaming the song to. So that way, and that brings up your revenue, because now you're meeting how many people are actually listening to your song.
Yeah, it's promoting it.
Yeah, it's promoting it. Like, I don't understand why this is a big thing. And it's like, dude, like Tim the Tatman deleted 300,000 clips plus from his channel just to make sure he doesn't get pinged by DMCA.
Well, not
That's
just him.
ridiculous.
Not just him.
Oh
almost
no,
every
it's not even
Twitch
just
streamer.
him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even just him. It's like multiple streamers. Just like I don't even want to get tagged on it. It's like I'm done. So it's
But
really bad.
but my thing is when it comes to gaming, even if because it's such a whole completely thing because it all comes down to the whole fair use policy.
Yeah.
And developers are not the developers out here are not being strict on wanting gamers to, hey, you have to pay a certain amount to, play this game, or you can
Yeah.
only do a certain few things creative wise. I mean, just look at Nintendo and all the shit that they had to go through because gamers got to the point where they stopped refusing to create content for their games.
Yeah.
So they had to wipe away their whole program that they had for just people who wanted to sign up and play games. But at the end of the day, it's promotion.
Yeah,
You're
it
promoting
is.
this game out to a wide variety of gamers out there. Which, by the way, from recent reports, even if a streamer streams a game on Twitch or on YouTube or any other platform, the people that are watching the streamer still goes out and buy those games.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So they're not hurt. They're not hurting at the end of the day.
No, not
Yeah.
at all.
See,
And
have it.
actually, the YouTube's gaming Ryan Watt tweeted in statement to this. He says, "We believe that publishers and creators have a wonderful symbiotic relationship that has allowed a thriving ecosystem to be created. One that has mutually benefited everyone. YouTube is focused on creating value for creators, publishers, and users. All ships rise when we work together."
Yeah. Especially when a lot of games today have multiple
Amen to
playthroughs
that.
with different stories. You could watch a streamer play one version of that game, and then you can literally go and buy that game and then play your own version of it. Flat out your own story or play it your own way, things like that. It's not hurting anybody. So
No.
that whole comparison that he did with DMCA music is stupid.
Yes.
Yeah. But the other
100%.
is that it puts the streamer on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Fabian, any thoughts on it real quick?
What everybody said, I agree with.
Nice. Man with short, strong words.
No, I usually would have something to say, but I agree with everything that everybody said.
Yeah.
Exactly what I would have said.
TJ, you got any comment on this?
No. I was I like it.
Maybe something they could do is like maybe have contracts with like big streamers, to promote the music and anything like that.
Yeah, dude. That puts streamers on a big pedestal.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would. I mean,
Because
I mean, just a handful like
not-
big streamers,
Well, not just contract to streamers, just buy the license to these music companies. That's what Facebook Gaming did.
Yep.
Facebook Gaming bought the license to multiple music companies, and now their streamers are able to stream those songs on their streams.
So.
That's true.
So
So, other than that, guys, I feel like that's it. That we should go ahead and start wrapping up. We really enjoyed today, guys. People who are watching, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Real quick, TJ, where can we catch you, and what have you been doing lately?
He's like, on the flip side, bitch.
Let's go.
I gotta go to work.
Yeah, shit to do. No, you can find me on Battle.net, Stinky Turtle 12. You can find me on PlayStation, Juke by Camel. You can find me on Steam, it's Bullets for Breakfast. And I've been playing. I've been switching back and forth between Days Gone and The Last of Us 2.
Nice.
So, that's what I've been rocking on.
Nice.
Doing
Nice.
New game plus on both of those.
Nice.
That's pretty much the only games I have right now. So
Nice.
We're-
Fabian, man,
I
what
have
have
too
you been
much.
up to? And
I have too much too. Well, I mean, in regards to gamer tags, I just need to have people go to it and they can choose if they want to play with me or not. But I've been playing a lot of my PC. Me and Max been playing. What was it? Fall
Minecraft
Guys. A lot of Among Us. What was that shooter? Steven, the one we played.
Rogue Company.
Rogue Company, which is very good. It's easy for me to. I can see how it's easier with a PC now. I can see how everybody says that it's better on PC, but I've been playing on the Master Chief Collection, and for some reason, that game is very difficult to play PC on. Scoping, jumping, when sniping is more difficult than it is on a console. Obviously, I'm just learning, but I've had some of the nastiest no scopes I've ever had in my life on PC while playing Halo. So I don't know how that works, but yeah, I've been playing that on PC. So
Because it's harder.
the no scoping is so much easier. Like I don't even have to scope, but you know what I'm trying to get at. So
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Steven, where can we catch you at, and what have you been doing?
You can catch me on Toggled Shot on my Twitch. You can catch me on Toggle Shot on Facebook Gaming. You can catch me Toggle Shot pretty much anywhere. We have the Tangent Gamer podcast Discord, so if you want to join that, you can. I'll put a link to it into the chat so that way people can catch us there. You can also catch me on Turn On Gaming. So I'm building gaming computers for everybody. Not free, but I do have everything kind of gone through. So I offer services and making sure that everybody's hooked up, and so on and so forth. But as far as games wise, I've been playing a lot of Valorant Comp, trying to get past Plat 2, so solo games and stuff like that. So yeah, just been screwing around with that.
Winton Booker,
Yes,
what have you been doing, and where can we catch you at?
Oh man, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram now at Laser Cookie. I went back to my old username.
Wow.
It's
Wow.
still
oh,
So Laser Cookie, LAZORCOOKIE. What master? Well, that's the old one.
Oh.
And then you can also, I have a podcast that I upload every Saturday, Laser Talk, a video game podcast. I go in there and pretty much just choose one topic out of the week to do like a deep dive discussion on. You can find that on pretty much every podcast service that is out there. And then games wise, I'm playing another playthrough of Devil May Cry 5 to get ready for the special edition for PS5 when it comes out on launch day. And that's about it.
Nice. And as for me, on all platforms, Siphonmax, SYPHONMAX. It doesn't change. I'm straight across the board. But lately, I've been playing on my PC more. I've been upgrading it a little here and there. I RGB'd the crap out of my PC. So I did it because I needed some better airflow in my computer. So I got great airflow, RGB'd. What, Winston?
What?
What?
How many
RGB
fans do you have?
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, I have RGB fans all over. I'll show you after this. Yeah, it's RGB'd
5.
everything with the Trident Z's. And then let me see. I've been playing.
Is he dead?
I don't know.
I think,
Find out next episode. But yeah, I've been playing a bunch of Fall Guys. I started a series called Can't Fall Asleep Guys, where I take a melatonin and I can't go to bed until I get a win. So you can check it out on my Facebook page, Siphonmax.
do that
Also
tonight.
as well. Also
That's
as
so
well.
healthy.
It's so great. And also, me and Fabian were playing some Minecraft Dungeons. So
that too. We've been playing that too. I forgot.
yeah, great game.
So good. It's actually very, very addicting.
Yeah. So and then hopefully we can move on to a better one like Diablo or something after.
No.
Yeah.
No, even better. If you want to take melatonins, you should every time you get a win, you should take a caffeine pill.
But yeah, other than that, guys, thank you so much for watching. Always enjoy it. Please comment, share, like, subscribe. do it all. Spread the word that Tangent Gamer Podcast is a place for gamers to talk about gaming. We love doing this, so please, again, spread the word. We would love to quit our day jobs. So thank you again for joining us here, Season 2, Episode 10 of the Tangent Gamer Podcast. Love y'all, appreciate y'all, and see y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye.